Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday and welcome to TKTV. I'm your host, Tracy Knight. I put the TK in TKTV. I hope everybody's having a great morning. It is still morning. As a matter of fact, I'm still drinking my coffee. Y'all like my mug? Be kind. And there are some mornings when you just make the perfect cup of coffee. This is one of them. So I hope you're having a great day so far. If this is your first time joining us, welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. I'm so glad you're here. And be sure while you're enjoying us, because we're having a good time. At least I think we're having a good time. Are you having a good time? In any case, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, okay? Because we talk about a lot of stuff here on TKTV. But if you're joining in today, most likely you joined in today because it's time, well past time, for the Ozempic update. Yes, yes, yes. If this is your first time here and you're like, oh, the Ozempic update, that's pretty much why you got here, how you landed here. Just to give you a little, what's that? Oh, what's the condensed version, I guess. Started Ozempic in January of this year because my A1C levels was through the roof. Glucose levels was right behind it. And I just was not feeling, Tracy. I wasn't feeling the Tracy. So I went to see a doctor and they reminded me I'm a type 2 diabetic. I already knew that. I really need them to tell me that. But okay. He's the doctor. And we talked about options on how to reduce those levels, the A1C and the glucose levels. And a couple of names came up, Mounjaro and Ozempic. Now, Mounjaro was first. I will have to give it its props. It was first. I just never got to take it because he dropped that name. But my insurance and my insurance was like, no, not so much. Or we can do it, but you're going to have to still pay, $3 a month for it. I'm like, no, not doing that. Can we do something else? And so Ozempic was the place I landed. It was approved. And I'm now getting my injections, thank the Lord, through the VA because I am an Army vet. So I've been taking that since January, right? And I started it with high numbers of, A1C was 9.1. Glucose levels was 333, and all that was too high. And like I told my doctor, I got things to do, places to be, people to meet, okay? And I can't be doing all that sick and stuff. So, those are the numbers when I started. My weight was a strong 242 and some, okay? And I was beginning to feel that too, especially in my knees. The arthritis was getting really bad. I mean, just sitting down for 5 minutes and standing up was torture to my legs, my poor little knees, okay? And I'm a thick 'em because, my diabetic issue was pretty much caused because of weight, okay? So, yeah. And so I'm a thick 'em. But that's okay, because my husband loves me that way. And I'm cute with it. I'm just saying. Despite the fact that I'm makeup free and we're rocking a head wrap today because we're locking our hair. Okay, but I think I still look cute. I still look cute. Anyway, started all that in January. Here we are in November, December, y'all, the end of the year. So we've been doing this just about a year. Right around Christmas time, because I started January 24th. So right around Christmas time, it'll be a full year that I've been on Ozempic, all right? And just so you know, I have lost weight. But before I tell you how much weight I've lost, if you're still hanging out with me, and I know you are because I love you guys, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Invite people to the party. This is an open forum, open party, y'all. Invite them to the party. I would love that. I would absolutely love that. So when I started, I said I was a strong 242, and I was. I am now down as what's the word? As of vocabulary is a challenge when all your coffee has not been consumed. Whew, okay. I started at 242 plus. Today, or as of Sunday, when I did my weekly weigh-in, because I weigh in on Sundays, I do my shots on Sundays. Now, if you've been with me from the beginning, you know I did those on Mondays because I was part of this active group, but it's on Sundays now. As of this past Sunday, the 3rd of December, I am 221.2. Okay, I lost 2.8 pounds since 11/26. Now, is it me or am I the only one who believes that Thanksgiving was a while ago and not just 2-3 weeks? It seems like Thanksgiving was a month or so ago, and we crawling up on Christmas, but it's actually maybe a little over 2 weeks ago. Who knew? And the Sunday after Thanksgiving, I weighed 224. Now, before Thanksgiving, I was at 221. So I'm pretty much back where I started before Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, I was 224. I gained 2.2 pounds. Now I've lost 2.8 pounds. So I'm pretty much back where I started. So we're going to have to ramp it up these next 3 weeks so we can get to the end of this cycle and make sure we get into the 2 teens, y'all. I'm shooting for the 2 teens. Now, I'm looking at my chart. This is my chart. Okay, so it says I started at 221.8 on the 19th of the 23rd of the year 2023. So that was before Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, I was 224. And this past Sunday, I'm 221.2. So I'm happy with that. That tells me I've lost a good 21 pounds in the year. All right. Now, I don't know if there's a certain rate of speed or how much you're supposed to lose in a year. I personally think it's individual, and it probably is an individual thing. Okay, because especially on Ozempic, because let me tell you, there is no guarantee that you're going to lose weight on Ozempic. Okay, because Ozempic is not, as of today, not prescribed as a weight loss drug. Neither is Mounjaro. Okay, if you're looking for a straight out the box, this what I do kind of drug that addresses weight loss, Wegovy. And I'm sure there's others, but those are the ones that I'm familiar with to a certain extent. Never used Wegovy. Didn't get close to Mounjaro. But Wegovy is prescribed for weight loss, mostly for those who are morbidly obese or clinically obese, and the primary need is to lose weight. So doctors are prescribing Wegovy for that. If you're trying to lower your A1Cs and your glucose levels as a diabetic, type 2 diabetic, you should probably be on Mounjaro, Mounjaro, Ozempic. And there's different forms of that, like Rybelsus is a pill form. And now they got a lot of other ones. There's Zepbound coming out. There's a lot more semaglutides that are coming out. Drug makers are trying to get on the train, and they don't want to get left behind. Trying to find a quicker, more suitable, more affordable way to get the same type of drug interactions that we get with Ozempic and Mounjaro. And see, what we're running into now is, of course, not just now, but it's been for a minute, the shortages, back orders, okay? But the biggest thing that's been happening is that a lot of insurances, now they've been sneaking up on this and doing it a little willy-nilly, but now it's right on the money. They're like, no, we can't. Your doctor is telling you to go from 0.25 to 0.5. We can't approve that. Or most likely, your doctor is saying going from 0.5 to 1 milligram, which is where I am at this point. And they're saying, oh, no, we can't approve that. We can't approve that. People are having to jump through some serious on fire, close to the ground hoops to get the medicine they need if they have been increased, if their prescription has been increased. And that's probably a problem. In addition to if your stuff is on back order and you're going without for a while, and then to find out that your doctor's saying, okay, well, 0.5 is doing it, but it ain't doing it, so we're going to put you at 1. And then they say, oh, no, we can't approve that. I mean, that has got to be the most frustrating thing, especially if you're on one of those and it's working. But what I have noticed, though, is a lot of people who were on Ozempic are kicking over to Mounjaro, and it's being approved. Go figure. So, I don't know if it's a money thing, because they basically do the same thing, right? Some say they feel less of the side effects. Some say they feel more of the side effects. Some say they're losing more. Some say they're not losing any. When they switch from Ozempic to Mounjaro. Again, I think it's an individual thing. First of all, just talk to your doctor. Talk to your doctor, because I'm not a doctor. And what? Nor do I play one on TV. But I mean, it's just imperative that you get with your medical professional to find out which one will work best for you. And if you're like me and they tell you, well, you can use either one, I'm going to ask you, well, which one's going to be approved? Because what I don't have is $350 a month to get this medicine. And this is after the coupon that the websites Ozempic and Mounjaro have. They ain't working because there are little caveats. Please, 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 please read the fine print. Okay? I don't get embarrassed. I don't get embarrassed at all. But when I went to go get my little Mounjaro thinking I was doing all that because, they said they was going to go ahead and, approve it, had my little coupon. There's a fine line in there that says up to $150, yada, 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 off the copay, which was like $500, which means I was going to have to still pay $350. Oh, no, boo-boo. So the coupon did not work for me. Now, it works for some, but there's, like I said, there's different requirements to be able to get that $25. And if you're one of the lucky ones, bless you. Bless you. So there's that issue that's going on. So let me tell you what those side effects are, because like I said, there's been talk about some of the side effects are less or more depending on whether you're on Ozempic or Mounjaro. Now, I'm not sure about the Mounjaro because I'm not on Mounjaro. I read about it. I know they're similar, but I'm on Ozempic. So let me tell you what those side effects are. Those side effects are nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, constipation, fatigue, and headaches. Those are the most common ones that I've known, that I've seen, that I've experienced, and heard from other Ozempic users in the groups that I'm a part of. Now, there are others. There are some that are really, really severe and can be really severe. Like, I think pancreatitis is one. There is, I want to say, was it Demec? I ain't gonna do it. I can't pronounce it. I gotta look it up, and I ain't got time for that. But it's something that it inflames the intestine, right? And it hurts really bad. Now, diverticulitis. I think that's it. Diverticulitis. I had that, and I asked the doctor who attended to me, did it have anything to do with the fact that I was on Ozempic? He said no. Okay, I'm going to trust you because the degree on your wall says you're a doctor, and I don't have one. But I also looked in some of the other groups to see who had, experienced the same thing, and some of their doctors said, well, no, but... So it may be one of those things that you may want to look out for, or at least talk to your doctor about. But those top 5 that I mentioned, or 5 or 6 that I mentioned, are the most common. They're the ones that I know I've been a part of that, dropped into my life. As a matter of fact, I've given them a couple of names. Nausea is nausea. That's the vomiting. That's the vomiting. And we're not close. We don't like each other at all. And I've had the exhaustion. I've had the headaches. I have not had the constipation. Thank you. And the other one has its moments. Okay. But overall for me, the 2 worst experiences that I've had, side effects, is the nausea and the vomiting. Because that's a feeling I don't like. I'm that same girl that'll go to the amusement park, get on the woo rides and get off like oh, and my stomach is like, somebody give me a ginger ale. Ginger ale, by the way, helps ease the nausea. And Canada Dry has an amazing new flavor, or at least it's new to me, ginger ale. It is cranberry ginger ale. Now, before you start throwing darts at me about the sugar level, the sugar content, yes, I know. I ain't telling you to drink it all dang day. Okay? And just so you know, almost everything you put in your mouth today got some sugar in it. Just so you know, you just got to moderate. Okay? But if you're going to be feeling sick in the mornings like I do, because I can make one of those, 12, 14 ounce bottles or whatever, last all day long because I'm not drinking it all day. But I take a couple of sips early in the morning to help ease the nausea because I can't be on the bus and the train, sitting next to the vomiting, wondering if she's finna, square me off in the jaw. I'm not doing that. But that's a good one. Or you could get the 0 ginger ale, which I think is by Canada Dry, but it might be by Seagram's. Those are only 2, what's the word? Ginger ales that I like. Canada Dry and Seagram's. And one of them has a 0. So 0, sugar free. And it's good. And it's good. So you can try those. Mounjaro, I believe, has the same type of side effects, but some people say they don't feel them as severely, but then there are some that say they feel them anyway. So it really is up to you, your body, and what your doctor says is best for you. Now, I lost that 2.8 pounds because I know I've been doing a lot of walking, okay? And I want to show you another chart that I use to help let me know what I'm doing on a monthly basis, because if I try to keep up on a daily basis, I'm gonna disappoint myself each and every time. Okay, so I use the. If you guys ever watched the Today Show and they've got this program that Al Roker is affiliated with or associated with, or you see one, you see the other kind of thing. It's called Start Today, and they had, and I started it in June, I think it was, and they had this 30-day walking streak, right? And they gave you a chart. So you can, and you're supposed to, document your steps, if you walked and everything else like that, and how many steps. So I have been using this chart since then. And I compared the two, and at the end of the month, I count up all my steps and see how that equivalates to, is that a word? Equivalates. How it comes out in miles. So November, we just ended November, I walked 99,186 steps. Go me. Now, it was less than October's. Go figure. But that means I walked at least 42.59 miles this month. What we got? There you go. Miles. And I was happy with that because my goal per day is at least 7,000 steps. Would I love to hit that 10,000 step mark? Y'all, I would. Do I? No. Sometimes I get really close. Sometimes I'm so far away. But like I said, for the month, this was working for me. Now, in October, y'all see this? I walked 130,464 steps, equaling 52.02 miles. What was I going? What was I doing? Oh my God. It looks like at the least, I was doing at least 20,000 steps a week. So that was at least 3,000 steps a day. There was a couple of days where I got close to the 7,000 mark. And then there was one week when I did 36,000 steps. 36,000. I don't even know what, I don't know. In any case, I'm working it, okay? I'm working it, and my goal is to beat the month of the last, but I didn't quite make it for November's to beat October's, but I'm doing pretty good. I've noticed that the pain in my knees has been, kind of drifting out, so I can sit longer and I can stand straight up without, having to stop for a few seconds and let the knees and the knee bones and the arthritis decide that they're going to hurt, it's going to kick in, all that good stuff. So I'm doing pretty good, guys. I'm doing pretty good. I used to do this on a regular basis, but like I said, I don't really want to keep coming to you guys with the same old. I mean, I can always say, yep, the huge happened, and give you some insight on what's going on. So it may be a few days after the shot. I took my shot Monday, but I will say this past week, me and nausea have been like this. And there was a couple of times, and we're only on Thursday, couple of times that I thought the vomiting was just coming out. I thought she was going to be like, bam, But, no, she didn't. She came really, really close, okay? So it's been a really wavy thing with the tummy. But I drink a lot of ginger tea. So I'm not always drinking the cranberry ginger ale. And I can't even keep that in my house now because now that I brought it in the house, I'm introducing it to my hubs. Okay. Yeah, he had the medicated gall last night, y'all. We was in the grocery store, picking up some weekly groceries. The prices are ridiculous. And he says, oh, I didn't get nothing to drink. Oh, we'll go ahead and get some soda. So he comes back with the 2-liter bottle of the cranberry ginger ale. No problem. I said, so was that the last one on the shelf? Because if my husband will drink that like it's water. Okay. And he was like, and I pointed out, he said, oh, okay. And he said they had cases of it back there, but the price was ridiculous, so he wasn't going to do that. I said, well, this ain't going to last. Who drinking this? So he went back and got another one. I can guarantee you the one that I have for me, because I can make mine last. Ain't going to last because my husband probably already done with his. I'm just saying. If he's not, miracles do happen. But that's good. But I drink a lot of ginger tea. I still have my Dramamine ginger chews. And I still got my Pepto-Bismol tablets on the ready in my purse, as I'm on my way to work to make sure I don't get sick along the way. So, but overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm at an 8. I'm happy. I'm happy because as we close this year out, I'm hoping that I hit the 2 teens. Okay, if nothing else, that's going to be the goal for 24, getting to 2 teens and below. Because if I hit the 2 teens, then I'm closest to my ultimate goal. But the 20 pounds in a month, I'm good. I mean, in a year, I'm good. Because, like I said, the medicine is not prescribed to lose weight, nor is losing weight a side effect. Now, it's a benefit that may or may not. Did y'all get that one? In the back. Pay attention. What you writing? Okay. It may or may not help you lose weight. There are some people who got on it first couple of weeks, boom, 2-3 pounds, and now nothing. Nothing. Or didn't lose any weight at all. Or there are those who jumped on it the day one, next day they lost 5 pounds. How? I think you just went to the bathroom. I'm just saying. But, and for me, I started off, I lost like 4 or 5 pounds, and then it would go to 2 to 3. And now I'm anywhere between 1.5 to 2, 2.5, right? So, and then it goes up for me. It's a roller coaster ride as far as the weight, but my numbers, awesome. I am at a 7.6 right now, or 7.86 right now, according to the last actual blood work that was done. As far as my A1C, my glucose levels, my doctor says, my endocrinologist, my new one, because I did meet with her, she says that I am within goal rate 95% of the time. And I guess the other 5% is when I'm eating, or, probably when I overate. Put a pin in that. And so I'm happy with that because that was my initial reason for starting with these weight loss drugs. That was it. Because I've been on metformin, I tried Jardiance, and none of them really did anything for me, especially for those glucose numbers. Okay? But the Ozempic has done exactly what I needed it to do, in addition to helping me lose a few pounds here and there. Now, I know if I went into the gym and act like I was training for some stupid marathon or whatever, it's not stupid because if you ever done a marathon, go you. Then I would burn more fat, lose more weight. I know that, all right? But I'm doing better with the steps because if you know me, that miles? What? Okay, there's that. And I am changing the way I eat. Now, that pen I told you to put it in really quick before we drop out today. The other thing other than the nausea this week, the Ozempic has been Ozemping as far as keeping me from eating much of anything. Good, bad, or indifferent. I still managed to get my coffee in. Oh, that's so yummy. I still managed to get my coffee in. But in the mornings, I'm really not wanting to eat at all. And I'm thinking, well, I'll just wait till lunch. And I'm okay with that. I don't eat. And then when I do eat, oh my goodness, I think kids eat more than I do from the kids' meal. Okay? Because I just can't. It just, like, for example, my biggest meal of the day is dinner. Either we're cooking. When I say we, I'm cooking. And I think I cook pretty good. I didn't get as thick as I am by eating, Caesar salads or Cobb salads or anybody's salads all the time. In any case, but I like to eat what I cook. And I noticed it again, I noticed it on Thanksgiving because, when you're cooking, you're taste testing to make sure the little seasoning is here, the tenderness is there, that kind of thing. So by the time I served dinner on Thanksgiving, I was pretty much full. My dinner plate was still my 11 o'clock plate, and was still, lunch, maybe adding some cranberry sauce. I didn't eat a lot. I ate enough to gain 2.2 pounds, but that's about it. So I was like, all right. But I was expected because it was Thanksgiving. Last night, I went to the grocery store, like I said, and I was going to come home and make some salmon, but I guess I went to the store a little late. And then the hubs was like, no, he got some food. He went to Red Lobster, picked up some dinner, right? First of all, he got a smorgasbord of food. All the yummies. Calamari, the mushrooms, we got the biscuits. There was the lobster plate with some shrimp and shrimp Frito. It was a lot of food. So I got a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of this and a baked potato. I didn't eat the baked potato. I couldn't. I didn't even open it up to dress it, okay? I had I had one piece of the calamari because I know I tasted it because let me tell you something. Reheating calamari, no bueno. I did eat the little lobster tail. I ate that. And I had some of the shrimp Alfredo, and he gave me the little fried shrimp, and I had a couple of those. Some broccoli. Then I had some broccoli. But the rest of it, and then I eat all of it was on a plate. I ended up tossing a lot of it because I couldn't eat it. The day before that, 2 days before that, I was like, I'm not cooking, I'm not doing nothing. I went to McDonald's. Okay, are we over it now? I went to McDonald's, and knowing that I wasn't going to eat a whole lot, I got the 2-cheeseburger meal with extra pickles. I ate one cheeseburger, if that. I ended up pulling it apart just to get a bite here and a bite there, and I got full. And I ate like most of the middle of the cheeseburger with the bun. Do not come at me. And I was going to start the second one. I took a bite because it had the pickle that was looking me right in the face. And that was it. A couple of French fries. And I ended up, that was a waste of money. I could have got a kid's meal for what I ate. I could have got a kid's meal. And it's stuff like that I've noticed all week long. I can take a container that's probably no bigger than this and put food in it. And that's what I'm going to have for lunch at work. And I'm so full that I'm breathing all hard. So the Ozempic has been Ozemping this past week. I hope it continues because it's keeping me from eating. I went to the store, I got some more fruit, I got me some more watermelon, I got my sunflower seeds, we got salmon, healthy, friendly meals. I'm making chicken in the crock pot, so we ain't frying it or anything else like that. And I'm gonna probably make either some greens or some cabbage to go with it as a what's the word, vegetable. So I'm trying, y'all. I really am trying, and I think I'm getting better at it. So stick with me, y'all. We can get this together. And tell me what you're doing. Let me ask you this. Before you like, share, and subscribe, let me ask you this. What is your biggest sacrifice, food-wise, to this day, since you started on your journey with either with Ozempic mostly, but if you're on Mounjaro, I'm still here for you, girl. I'm still here for you. But what has been your biggest food sacrifice since you started this journey? Your biggest food sacrifice. Now, I know a lot of us going to say, oh, giving up candy and chocolate and cookies and cakes. I ain't talking about those. Because that's a gimme. That's something we should have been giving up before we even got on this medicine, just to be quite honest, keeping it real. But I want to know your biggest food sacrifice that you've had to give up on a regular, okay, to try to reach your goals. Let me know. I want to know. Because, for me, it's just food. But I want to say it's the hamburgers and the fast food. It's the fast food because I love a good slice of pizza. I love a hamburger. And if you gotta tell me a hamburger with no bun, no, I'm not doing that. That's meatloaf. I'm not doing that. But if I had to round it up, a good home cooked meal because I can't eat all of it. And I'm missing that. So let me know what your sacrifice has been, your food sacrifice since you started this journey. I would love to know. And if you haven't already done so, we're almost out the door, but you still got time. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. I'd love to have you as part of the group. I'd love to see you in the TKT TV fam. I'd love to know what your journey is like while you're here on Ozempic. So in the meantime, in between time, enjoy the rest of your day. Have your coffee. Know that I'm with you. I love you guys. And I'll see you next time right here on TK TV. Bye.